Hello everybody, it is Weather James here, and today we're going to be covering what is expected to be a significant and possibly even record-breaking heatwave for the month of May. So at the moment, it isn't really that warm. We've seen some nice temperatures today, 18, 19, 20 degrees, but it's going to warm up a lot. We've had quite a bad week this week in terms of the weather. However, that's all about to change. This is a UKV model. It's the one that the Met Office uses to make its forecast. And if we have a look into Thursday, you're going to see that we're going to start to see the start of the uptrend in temperatures. Now you can see here in the south, we are widely seeing over 20 degrees. Now, you can see in the north, we're not really seeing that, and that is because of the cloud cover that we're seeing. You can see here some cloud cover, some showers are still in the north. However, this is all about to change as we head into Friday. If we have a look at the temperatures again, as we move up and through into the next day, you'll notice that, look at that, a lot warmer. We are going to see temperatures of up to 28 degrees in some areas, and widely across southern and central England we're going to see a very nice day. Yet again, still some pockets where it isn't going to be as warm, but you can see even in Scotland we're getting into the 20s, so that's really something to know. However, Friday is far from the peak of it. Now into Saturday there's a bit of uncertainty of the possibility, and this is a low possibility, of some thunderstorms in the morning to afternoon in this area. However, predictability is pretty much saying that it probably won't happen, but there is a small chance. However, as we go to Saturday, we're going to see another significantly warm day. In fact, you're going to see that 30 degrees is being predicted by the UKV at this stage for the southeast, and you can see it's a lot more widespread now. Those yellow colours getting into most of the UK and Ireland as well. We're seeing the 20s. And then the next day is going to be really significant. Now we're expecting 30 degrees to almost definitely be reached. The extent of what ends up happening is very much dependent, but right now what the UKV is showing is quite extraordinary. Into Sunday, look at these temperatures, absolutely remarkable. We are looking at up to 34 degrees possible in some parts, and 30 degrees possibly widely around the south. Now, there's a chance that the UKV may be overestimating temperatures here, but this shows that we are definitely likely to reach 30 degrees on Sunday. And if this trend were to hold, we would have the highest recorded temperature ever in the UK in May. Current record is in the high 32 degrees range. Right now, we could see that broken multiple times in May. This is going to be a remarkable heat wave if it does get pulled off. And into Monday as well, it's still quite a bit far out to actually know, but you could see their same trend here, maybe even hotter than Sunday. So definitely be aware. We're expecting definitely this area is likely to get a rather significant heat wave for this time of year. And then you'll see that also that we are likely to see some pretty warm temperatures in the north as well, unless you're in eastern Scotland. It's always depressing in eastern Scotland. I'm really sorry about that, but that looks like what it's going to be like. If we have a look at the total precipitation values and we just go through, you'll notice that even to the end of this run, look at it, pretty much zero. That's over for 5 days. We're expecting this area to pretty much get no rain whatsoever. So don't expect it to rain all of a sudden. It's unlikely, and that is dependent on that very small thunderstorm threat later on into Saturday. But I don't think that's going to happen at the moment. Things could change, but at this point it looks quite unlikely. Small chance, but you never know. So if you are in the south, you're going to need your sun cream. The UV levels are going to be high. Also, the pollen levels are going to be high for this time of year in May. The season is now going to be upon us with this very warm weather. And the Met Office has said that heat wave criteria is likely to be hit. So all of the media hype is going to go now, including why I'm making this video, because we are pretty sure that this is going to happen, especially for this southern area. Northern area, it's still going to be very warm. It's still going to be very nice after about Friday. And yeah, it's remarkable temperatures that we may be beating the entire temperature record for May. Unprecedented, and it kind of really shows the effect that climate change is having. Now, a key thing when forecasting is looking at other models. Now, the UKV is very good at its job, but we do have the idea that it could be overestimating temperatures at this point. The Met Office put out a press release today, officially kind of announcing the fact that this is going to be a heatwave, and that is not out of the question. It is definitely going to be at least 28 degrees widely for the south. There is definitely going to be heatwave criteria met. I think that is extremely likely. However, the extent of the temperature, we're not too sure. So if we look at the ECMWF, now note that this does kind of underestimate temperatures a little bit because of it's kind of doing the average, so it may not exactly get the max temperature. You can see we've got similar kind of values, if a little bit lower. You can see 29 degrees being reached on Saturday there, quite remarkable. And then look at Sunday as well, 31 degrees looking likely on Sunday. Now Monday has a signal to be even hotter, and yeah, look at that. Remarkable temperatures, 32 degrees looking likely on the ECMWF as well. What is the UKMO model saying? So the UKMO model is the medium range model, unlike the short range model of the UKV. And you can see here, Friday, pretty hot, 26 degrees. But then look at Sunday. Look at that. That is hot. 32 degrees already being forecasted by the UKMO. What about Monday? Very hot still. Now, if I'm being honest, I believe that Monday is going to be the hotter out of the 2 days. However, we have better confidence on Sunday at the moment of being a very hot day. So what does this mean? It means the bank holiday is going to be completely nuts. The traffic is going to be crazy. I don't underestimate this. You've got to get your sun cream on, and then you can just have a good time pretty much. Remarkable timing for this big bunch of high pressure to come in just at the right time as well. It's going to be a unprecedented heat wave, possibly record-breaking temperatures, and we'll see where it goes from there. I may do another one of these forecast videos nearer the time, but yeah, that's it for today.